whether it's something we really ought to be doing, in other words, accessing this higher self, while we're here. Is it something we're really intended to do, or are we tampering with Mother Nature?
Forbidden knowledge, which I know a lot of my colleagues don't like me to talk about because they don't seem to have this experience or they're afraid of it. But forbidden knowledge means that at a certain moment in time, if you're not supposed to know something, you don't. Their higher self receive information that's supervised by their own higher self, which is a person part of them. You can't make a mistake on its word today. There's no way they'll get something they want because they're not ready for it. It's the other way around.
So in other words, if we can do it, it's okay.
It's okay. Any information even going to have any kind of negative entity, there's no possession possibilities. The only thing you can do is benefit and grow from it and empower yourself and overcome the number one fear that people have, which is resolved by the therapy, which is xenophobia.
Wild Heart Mind, you're on the air with Dr. Goldberg. Hi.
Good evening, Art. Hello, Dr. Goldberg.
Hi.
California talking.
What part of California?
California.
Okay.
I'd like to know if you could explain an experience to me I had in the early 70s. We were sitting on a roof watching the eclipse of the moon, and I was just sort of gazing at the moon and the stars and everything. It was a really beautiful dark night, and I could see a lot. And it was like all of a sudden I popped my head through almost like a rubber boot, and like popped my head through a hole in space or something. And all of a sudden I was looking down a 45-degree angle at like shooting stars and cartwheels and just all kinds of fireworks and everything. You know, everything just changed.
All right, now, did you ever see the movie 2001?
Yeah, I seen that. This was way before that.
Okay, well, basically, the reason I mentioned it because there was a scene at the very end, which is really what we described. What she did was an out-of-body experience. What she did was, while you were looking at this eclipse of the moon, you actually were entering into it and working an optical level, a natural basis, which you go into, as I mentioned, 6 to 7 hours every day. Well, you did something different, but what she did was, and the really important too, because the moon has very strange effects upon us.
Well, I'm cancer also, so that might have.
Well, that's very, they lose your time. That's a double influence. The eclipse makes it like a spontaneous influence, okay?
You know, I've had plenty of out-of-body experiences also, but this was
a very significant day. This is one where you actually do some plane traveling. You probably work in a different dimension. You either could have gone to the astral, mental, causal, or third plane, and therefore you won't be doing out-of-body experience on the third plane.
eyes opened up, they had a scalpel over me ready to cut open my chest and to open heart. You know, besides.
What happened during this time you were out there?
Very much like what you speak of. My experience of a feeling of a cylinder of a color of a green, blue, it was, I don't know, I was there in an experience of multiples of the same kind of cylinder with an obvious significant soul partner next to me, but not everyone had that.
Now, what do you do then? Let me get this because everybody's experience is personalized to whatever you expect. If you expect a cylinder, you get a cylinder. But what these cylinders represent are the parallel frequencies of the future options, see?
Yeah, well, that's the time thing. See, I was aware of all things being forward and backwards was all the same. Time was time. Right? I mean, it's kind of like in the song Amazing Grace when you live 2,000 years. You have as many days as when you first began. Right? That was a very overwhelming feeling. And Art, you know, when he was explaining to you about the helicopter and trying to give you perspective on that before and after, my perception of that, how to try to explain it to people then, is if you were sitting in the middle of your bed or a bathroom somewhere, and you stacked all the books that you've ever read, and all the books that you will ever read around you, and you could experience each one of those books completely as though the day you were reading them, and you could appreciate them all at one time, but that whole experience was just the ability to read.
That's a good analogy.
It's a very good analogy. It's not better using letters in the book if you put that as energy itself and just absorbing the energy just like you would feel the rays of the sun, then you really get the concept of the space-time continuum.
Yeah, that was my simplest way to explain it to people, because I haven't told too many people because they think I'm a little screwed.
Well, you know, I very much appreciate the call for doing. One of the beautiful experience. Secondly, since you're from Missouri and you like to be shown, I appreciate your intelligence. Really.
Thanks very much, man.
Okay.
That was a good one, too.
That was very good. So I have something else to bring up too, just to show you how where people are coming from. So what you're describing is something that really is attainable. What I do when I work with my patients in Los Angeles, what I do is I give them self-hypnotic tapes so they can go to both past lives, future lives, superconscious mind tap. They can go to the soul plane areas to go into the life and see how they treat their next life to access their higher self. These are things that are attainable by the average person, even without doing something like myself. So this is a very natural experience, and it's something that they don't have to just be a specifically chosen person to do. Everybody can do it.
All right, why don't we go to first of all, how do we get the book and how do we get your tapes?
Okay, with the older book, Past Lives, Future Lives, is a Valentine's book. It's available anywhere. The new book is first and first, hot off the presses, so it might not be in the store for more for a few weeks yet. So they can always contact 1-800-KARMA-4U or 1-800-527-6248. And if you call my number, that's the number will usually be open tomorrow. I'll be happy to send you information about the various tapes, about the books. You can order books directly to me if they're not in your bookstore, and you can get them autographed that way. And you can also get some more information. I'll be doing on October 1st in Los Angeles. I'll be doing a workshop taking people into future lives at the in Marina Del Rey. And I'll be happy to send you specific information about that and upcoming speaking engagements.
By the way, thank you very much for the autograph book. I got one here, sir. The number is 1-800-527-6248, correct?